How often does someone say, I've always heard that you have to save at least $1 million before you're able to retire? That's just the industry standard, that $1 million.
That's been a thing for that's been a thing for 20 years.
Yeah.
But what was the cost? What was the home in our town cost? What did a milk cost? What did gas cost? I mean, go back 20 years.
20 years, yeah. You went from a $179,000 house to a $350,000.
We got to stop thinking that $1 million is a ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, to replace your
it does still sound like a lot of money when you say it.
It does to some people that don't have it, but the point is to replace the income. If you're making $150,000 or $200,000, if you're at what's called an accredited investor, you have to make over $200,000 a year as a household or be worth over $1 million, right? If you're an accredited investor, sounds just the ring to the ears. Wow, they're accredited, right? Well,
that just means you can, from the SEC, you can buy IPOs and stuff, right?
Well, it means you can go in alternative investments. You can go to real estate, Delaware Statutory Trust, private equity. There's a lot of different non-registered securities and investments that you can go into. And so that's why we're only working with accredited investors, because some of the strategies really are only a fit for them. But here's the thing, you have to have $1 million. Okay. But if you take if I have it all in an IRA,
a non-Roth,
yeah, pre-tax, right? And you're used to making $200,000 a year. You pay $60,000 in taxes, which I'm just throwing rough numbers out here, right? So you're netting $140,000. You and your spouse are making $140,000. So you're all of a sudden going to live on your Social Security, and let's say you and your wife, I can't remember what your Social Security is going to be, but let's say between the two of you at 66, it's going to be, $5,000 or $6,000. I don't know if it's going to be that high, probably not, but don't. But the idea is that you're sitting here going,
just for conversation's
sake.
Yeah,
for conversation's sake, right? So you're used to netting $11,600 a month, almost $12,000 net after taxes.
Yeah.
And you have $1 million saved. You're like, I'm good, honey. We can quit. We could sit on the back porch and drink our iced tea and go out and ride the dirt bike and go fishing and whatever she wants to do, right? And so, but here's a big gap. What did I just say? Like 5,000 or 6,000 and so let's say it's 6,000. Where's the other $6,000 coming from?
Yeah, right.
Okay, because if we have to take 4% as the safe withdrawal. Let's use 4% on $1 million. Okay, that's $40,000 a year. Well, then we got to take taxes out of that, right? And so we're sitting here going, okay, if we take 30% of that, now we're taking $28,000, right? Is your net? Is that what that's what you're going to net? So we're sitting here going, you're going to live on where's the difference? Now you're going to say, well, there's savings in there, and there's different. Your taxes are going to be lower, and there's all kinds of little things that you can adjust. I get that. But the idea is...
But it's not what you're used to living on.
No. There's going to be this huge pullback. So that's why $1 million is not a ton of money.
Yeah.
We've got this almost $4,000 gap. Are you going to cut back that much? Are you not going to travel anywhere? You're not going to the beach? You're not going to go to the lake with the kids or the grandkids? You're going to visit them? And everything's gone up too, right? So I think that's the issue.
And will it ever go back down? Who knows?
But it all comes down to this. You need a comprehensive plan that's going to look after tax on everything that you're doing and make sure, because there's people that do live well below their means, right? They're making $200,000 and they're living on $5,000 a month. They're saving the rest. They're going to be okay probably, right? They've got enough saved, but you got to back into it. Because I've had people, engineers are great. They're so detailed, right? They come in with their spreadsheets and they show me, this is the complete. I actually kind of enjoy working with engineers just because they're very organized.
They're very pragmatic too, aren't they?
Yeah, right. Yeah. They get the concept because it's very logical, right?
Yeah.
Why are we going to do this? And, okay, well, that makes sense, Brian. And it's step by step. And they usually follow the advice, and do it. But, the idea is they're sitting here going, okay, well, one thing you didn't figure out is taxes. Oh, you're right. I didn't figure what my net was going to be, because Social Security's taxed too, right? To our average client, I mean, you don't have to make over $40,000 a year to be taxed on Social Security. So everybody's like, but it's a different amount. Yeah, it's still 85% taxable to everyone that's making.
Is it?
Yeah, because you got tax, they sucked it out going in, and then you get a tax going out.
Wow.
It's called double dipping, I think. Right?
I guess.
You shouldn't do that with your tortilla chips at a party.
Right.
But it's okay for the government.
Break the chip first, then dip it. Then you'll be all right.
That's true. Did you remember that Seinfeld that they double dip?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's funny. So listen.
You double dipped.
I know. That's such a great episode. Here's the number to call. 866-2-PLAN-4, 866-TO-PLAN, and the number 4. It's not time to wait. It's time to take action now. It's worth making that call. Let Brian and his team tell you what you need to do. 866-2-PLAN-4. That's the number 4. Or retirementplannow.com. The Integrity Financial Planning team can help you. They've got complimentary blueprint plans ready. If you saved at least $2 million or more towards your retirement, you're an accredited investor. Call them. If you saved $5 million or more, you're qualified for the private wealth division. Again, that's a complimentary blueprint plan. 866-2-PLAN-4, 866-TO-PLAN, and the number 4.